So I'm here today in Greater Manchester to celebrate the contribution of women in the bus and coach sector. Bus travel is one of the most important forms of public transport across the country, which is why we're committed to the biggest ever reform of buses in a generation. And obviously getting more women involved in public transport is really important. At the moment, there's only about 10% of women in the bus industry. We need to tackle that imbalance.
There's an absolute need in our industry to be able to make change, and we cannot make change on our own. When we originally set out on this journey, we used the mantra #BetterTogether because we are better together. And that's not just from a diversity point of view, it's from an operator point of view, manufacturers. We all have to be setting off in the same direction and making sure that we're all aiming for the same thing.
The mission of Women in Bus and Coach is vital in leading the development of the industry because women in bus and coach can connect businesses with businesses, business with suppliers, manufacturers in a way that we can't do alone. I think one of the great attributes of women in bus and coach is that we're better together, and in being better together we will be able to deliver more for our communities and our customers.
So I think summits like this are brilliant. I think they celebrate the journey that we're on and the progress that we're making. But then when you hear from the folk that are talking on stage and in the conversation, you're reminded of the rawness of the opportunity that still exists. We've got a long way to go, but days like this are that call to arms that remind you of the imperative to keep going.
The impact of the summit for me personally has been that it has been so inspiring and empowering to see so many people in one place with the same common goal.
We could have had double the people that are here today, so it's hugely important. If you're a woman in the road passenger transport sector at the moment, there's a high probability you'll be feeling isolated because you'll be in the minority. Coming here today is one of the few opportunities that women have to get together and talk about the problems and the issues, but also to celebrate what we bring to the industry. We are amazing when we get together.
So the impact from today's summit is a call to action. We launched a new campaign, we've also made 2 pledge boards, and we really want to turn talk into action, and we will hold people to their pledges after today and take that forward into tangible action.
So the mission, I think, is vital because it's the opportunity for people from different organisations and different sectors to come together as a sound check of what we're doing, and also a way to see how we can improve but also collaborate and work together in the future.
Women in Bus and Coach is a year old. The year has gone very quickly in some ways and we still have so much to do. First year has marked quite a lot of change and achievement within the industry. We've garnered a lot of support. Year 2 is going to be about building on that support and really driving forward action.
Want to really promote women in terms of their career, stretching them and giving them an opportunity to feel like they can actually encourage other women to join this sector.
One of the things that I really took away from today was how broadly workforces have been represented. So there's been lots of operational staff here, which has been really great to see and not something that you often see at events like this, and I've really appreciated that.
So leaving the event, we've seen a whole cohort of women passionate, empowered, really wanting to go back out there into their workplaces and their homes and telling their friends and family what an amazing industry this is to join. And word of mouth is one of the best advertisements you can have for an industry.
A couple of the things that have been really exciting today is the launch of the new pledges, and that is something which, whilst we played a small part as an independent organisation, it'll be really exciting to come together and support those.
In collaboration with Women in Bus and Coach, we're constantly thinking about what we need to do to encourage women into the workforce, but also to make it safer and better for them.
What I would say is that government is listening. I'm listening. I'm keen to hear from women in bus and coaches to understand what those barriers are, to make sure that we continue to work in partnership to drive up that representation throughout public transport.
The summit is just inspirational. It's full of amazing leaders and allies who are here to really make a difference. But the most important core to what this event is doing and summit is doing is action, not just talking. And I think that's what's really key. And every time I've been to one of the summits for Women in Bus and Coach, you come away with this renewed energy. And I think if we can bottle that and take it away and do something with it, then we're going to go from strength to strength.